Sometimes all it takes is one quiet moment in nature to feel completely connected. This video is about one of those moments. A return to a place I love, to take the last breath of summer and embrace the first signs of fall. My name is Amanda. I live 250 kilometers above the Arctic Circle in the Swedish mountains, and this is my life in the Arctic.
Good morning. I'm making some banana bread today. Magnus, my partner, he brought home some very ripe bananas yesterday, so I thought I'd turn them into something delicious before they get way too mushy. I had so much fun creating my previous video. I really feel a lot for the nature and the mountains surrounding me, and I feel so blessed to be able to portray that and share that with you as well. And it's hard capturing the beauty you can see with your eyes on a camera, but I really put an effort in for my previous video, and it turned out to be very close to my heart. And if you haven't seen that video yet, I will link it here and in the description below so that you can check it out. And it is a little bit different than my other content, but I really enjoyed the creative process of making it. So it would really mean a lot to me if you left a comment below letting me know if you like that type of content.
Yesterday, while we were out running, we passed by this absolutely beautiful lake. It's one of my favorite trail running tracks, so I pass by quite often. But yesterday, something about it felt slightly different. The way the blue sky and the morning light reflected off the mirror still surface perfectly, and how the grey stones at the bottom of the crystal clear lake shimmered like silver. It was absolutely breathtaking. I felt this almost magnetic pull to dive in, to break that perfect reflection and let the cold water wrap around my body. But we kept running. Since the lake is right in the middle of the loop, I rarely stop to swim there. Still, I haven't been able to shake that feeling, the longing from yesterday. So today I'm heading back back to soak in the last whispers of summer and to welcome the coming of autumn. The lake is tucked away up in the mountains, about 5 kilometers from our house. The hike there follows an old navy road used by the railway workers who built the tracks about 100 to 150 years ago. It's one of my absolute favorite routes, not just because of its stunning beauty, but also how it brings together the wild beauty of the mountains with quiet reminders of those who came before us. And on top of that, it forms the perfect 10-kilometer loop, just the right length for a solid run. Are picking up, and I also got a bit cold after that cold water swim, so I'm gonna head home. Usually when I do something that I don't do on a regular basis, all these terrible thoughts that possibly could go wrong run through my mind. And today, before jumping in the water, I thought, what if the water is so cold that I won't be able to swim to shore, and I would just drown out here in the middle of nowhere and no one would find me, and I would just become this missing person laying out here in the cold. It's funny, like, of course that would not happen, but it's funny how your mind actually thinks that is a logic outcome of the situation instead of just seeing the positive things and the benefits from a nice swim in a beautiful lake in this beautiful environment. The last days of summer, or the early days of autumn, maybe. I think this was probably the last swim this year. Probably, but you never know. It's actually kind of cold outside. I think it's like maybe 10 degrees Celsius, but it might as well be 5 to and the water was even colder. But it was nice, it was refreshing. And it was a spark of adventure. The colors of autumn are slowly starting to creep in. First, the ground begins to change. The flowers have finished blooming. The grass fades into yellow, and the blueberry rice turn deep red. And then comes the birch leaves. One by one, they shift into golden tones. And when the first frost arrives, the transformation speeds up. Suddenly, the whole world is painted in fiery red. In summer, I always say it's my favorite time of the year. But when autumn arrives, I realize the best time of the year starts now. Everything begins to slow down. The locals retreat indoors. The tourists go home, and out here among the mountains, it's just